if you're going through a really tough time, you're just really in a hard season where concerns like your walk with God and you're just questioning like where is he, or you're just really going through the testing and like the fire. Something that I tell people, because some people have asked like what's the best book in the Bible to read when you're going through a hard time, I would say firstly the book of Job, but my second answer, or most of the time I say the book of Psalms and Proverbs is like my go-to when I don't know what book in the Bible to read, because I read it all, but it's just certain times where, or seasons where you're going through certain stuff, and it's like a certain verse will hit a bit more or a bit differently, or a certain book in the Bible will hit a bit more or a bit differently. But I really do find myself in the book of Psalms or Proverbs when I'm going through a tough season or like a transition, because the really good thing about the book of Psalms is that there's prayers in the book of Psalms that you can pray. I especially like going to the ones where King David was just bearing his heart before the Lord and just being open and honest with God, because God wants to have that open conversation with you, wants to know how you're feeling. I mean, he knows how you're feeling, but having that communication in your relationship and sharing those openmost parts with God that you may not even share with other people, that's really how the intimacy in your relationship with God starts to be built. And as you're relating those things to the Lord, and you're going through these seasons or these tests and these trials, and you're looking to God above all else, where your help coming from, then it's like you start to trust God a bit more, and like your faith in him to show up and to be there will start to strengthen. Well, I've been in the book of Psalms for the past 30 minutes or so, but I just randomly flipped. I didn't start from the beginning. Sometimes I'll start from the beginning, but I randomly flipped today, and I've just been reading through the Psalms in particular that David had wrote. And this is a really good one if you need a prayer that you're looking for God to keep your heart from evil, then read Psalm 141. If you need a prayer just to like feel that protection of the Lord, read Psalm 91, and then read Psalm 142. Like, say it out loud, pray it actually. And if you need a prayer for guidance and deliverance, then pray Psalm 143. But yeah, y'all can do that like on your own time, but I just kind of wanted to let y'all know that the Bible is here, and God is here even in the midst of your trials, and even when he doesn't feel like he's close. It's just like the saying that they always say, the teacher is always quiet during the test. So he's testing you, and just be open and honest with the Lord and ask him to help you pass the test, give you what you need to be able to pass the test, and the strength to keep going each day. And God will. Pray for the things that you need, and know that you don't have to hold back your emotions of how you feel to the Lord, because I noticed that when I started just being open and honest with God how I felt, even if I was mad or disappointed in God, I let God know, God can handle how we feel. So you just got to release those emotions to him and know that he's listening. Know that he's listening. He will manifest his presence to show you that he is with you, and that you're not alone. So I hope this helps somebody. If you don't know, if you're going through a tough season of life and you don't know what book in the Bible to read, check out the book of Psalms or Proverbs, or even the book of Job.